Welcome back to Butterfly Effect Tarot. My name is Lorraine, and today's topic is regarding your next glow up season and what you might be able to expect. There will be 3 groups, and the timestamps for each group can be found in the description box and the comment section below. If the readings and messages resonate, please feel free to like and subscribe, and you can let me know in the comments section if you choose. For all of my subscribers and returning viewers, as always, I thank you, I appreciate you, I love you. For newer viewers, welcome, and if interested after this video, you may return to the channel. There are other topics, videos, and readings there as well. Also, right now, there is 10% off of all personal readings for the Memorial Day weekend. If you're interested in that, the details can be found in the description box and the comments section. But other than that, let's go ahead and get into each one of your messages. Welcome to your reading group 1 regarding your next glow up season and what you may be able to expect. So I've already pre-shuffled and pulled the cards. You have 5 cards from one tarot deck, 3 clarifiers from another. I will quickly highlight the cards that have come through, and then we will get into this phenomenal reading. So the first card out is the 3 of Pentacles, followed by the Ace of Wands, and then the 7 of Wands, followed by the Queen of Pentacles, and then the 6 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck energy is the 2 of Wands. For your clarifying energy, you have the 9 of Cups, followed by the 6 of Wands, and then the Devil card. Bottom of the deck energy is the 7 of Wands again. Does not matter if you're male or female, masculine or feminine energy, the messages should apply no matter what. So there are quite a few different themes coming through. The main one for this group is finances. That's what's coming through strongly. We're going to get into all of the themes of your next glow up season, but finances seem to be flowing for this group. If they haven't started already in your next glow up season, this will be one of the main things that will be shifting and balancing out. So with the 7 of Wands into the Queen of Pentacles, for those of you who have been struggling financially, or there's maybe been more energy going out, more resources going out, more time and nurturing going out than coming in. In your next glow up season, you're going to have more than enough finances based off of these cards to take care of yourself and your responsibilities. Now, for each of you, the way that these resources come in could be different. And I'm going to give some quick examples before we move forward. With the 7 of Wands, for some of you, if there's been some sort of a legal battle or some sort of a challenge or conflict that has been related to family or inheritance or money or career in some way, based on these cards, then this is going to work out in your favor. For others of you who have been looking for a job or you've been wanting a promotion and there's a lot of people competing for this, then this is seemingly working out in your behalf with this energy of the Queen of Pentacles and 6 of Pentacles, where this goes in your favor. Now, for others of you, you may have some sort of a creative endeavor, a book, or you're an actress or a musician, or there's something creative, maybe your own business as well with this Ace of Wands energy, and you're seeking out collaborative energy with this 3 of Pentacles. So, for example, if you're an author, you've been maybe trying to get a publisher. If you are an actress or a musician, maybe you've been trying to get signed to a label or join some sort of an acting school, something along those lines. With that 3 of Pentacles, this works in your favor and it also helps to benefit you financially. But with the 7 of Wands, whatever this is for each of you, there is some sort of competition or there is some sort of conflict or other people that may be also seeking this out, but it seems to work for you. And with the 2 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, it allows you to expand more. It allows you to flow more towards what you want. It opens up this energy of having the world as your oyster, because now that your finances will be established, now that you will be seemingly in a career or a passion project dynamic where you're happy and things are working in your favor, it opens you up to more optimism, more joy. I am seeing you in your next glow up season as being more confident, more bold, more fierce, more sexy, more attractive, more well put together. Even if you already are, it's reaching a new level. Because with the energy of the 9 of Cups out here and this Queen of Pentacles is making me feel like this is a group of people where some of you could be caretakers of some sort, or you're just very independent and have always had to provide for yourself. And at this point in your next glow up season, you will be able to pour more into yourself. It'll be about your own personal wish fulfillment. You may find yourself setting up a schedule or allocating your responsibilities in a way that allows you to have more time for your dreams, your goals, your hobbies, your passions. Maybe getting your hair done, getting your hair cut, maybe getting your nails done regularly. Maybe, and again, just enjoying the finer things in life, enjoying the comforts of your home. Some of you may be able to move into a better living situation or environment, or you may be able to revamp and redecorate your current living environment. It's just an increase. There's a glow up in your finances and resources, which is going to enhance the way you live. It's going to be able to enhance the way you tend to yourself and the way that you help tend to those around you. So you may be able to go on family trips or family vacations. For those of you who are single, some of you with this Nine of Cups and Ace of Wands may find yourselves dating again. If you're in a relationship or you're married, you may find that there's more spice and excitement and passion, kind of a honeymoon phase coming back to your relationship and your connection with your partner. But for others of you, there is a possibility where you're in a work dynamic or you're dealing with somebody on a professional level, and there is a attractive spark, if you will, between you and another person. And you may decide to explore that. But it doesn't feel like it's going to be anything serious. It feels like you're just going to be in a season where you're having fun, you're comfortable, everything in your life seems to be working out with that Nine of Cups because it's wish fulfillment, where every area of life, there's peace, there's blessings, there's joy. Things are finally shifting in a way where you can just breathe and relax. Six of Wands. Like I said, some of you where this is career or some sort of creative endeavor, you're creating a platform of your own. You may find in your next season that it's not just finances that are increasing for you, but so is your visibility. Because the Six of Wands is usually like fame, public recognition, being awarded, finding yourself in prominent positions of leadership. So for some of you, if you are in a creative arts of some sort, or you're a publisher or an author, whatever you're putting out into the world, or those of you that are putting yourself out into the world, you may find yourself receiving a lot of applause, a lot of recognition. You may see the growth in your creative endeavors and your businesses and your brand expanding. Now, I will say this, with the Devil card coming out after that Nine of Cups and Six of Wands and the clarifiers, that does suggest that what comes with this is a bit of, for some of you, there could be like some toxic energies, maybe people that are wanting to feed off of your energy. They're wanting to siphon your energy, your resources, your time. There could be people, different temptations that are coming up. But with the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck and the clarifiers, you seemingly overcome this with ease. But it is suggesting there will be some challenges, or some people try, different things that comes with this. Otherwise, that devil energy could mean that some of you who are struggling with bad habits or addictions, or you have any unhealthy ties or people around you that are not in alignment with this energy you're coming into, you will seemingly overcome those energies and maybe part ways from them. You will, stopping people from taking your money, stopping people from feeding off of your energy, from trying to stand in your shine, in your spotlight, from trying to benefit from your hard work and all that you have put in. For some of you, you have been investing in something, nurturing something, feeding something, building into something. It could be, a family dynamic. It could be a relationship. It could be a career, whatever that is. This is what's bringing in this payoff because you have had some sort of conflicts or struggles in this area. And in the next glow up season, things seem to just be smooth sailing. Like I said, Wands and Pentacles, polar opposite energies. But with Wands, this is you being confident and bold and willing to take positive leaps of faith and risk towards what you want and being away, but still being able to maintain a level of groundedness, a level of practicality, a level of caution and wisdom and uh, responsibility. You could be working out more. You could, there's a surge of energy here. So if you've been feeling lethargic, drained, like I said, giving too much of yourself, needing a break in your next glow up season, you're surging with energy. There's a lot of fire, a lot of passion, a lot of vitality here where you feel like you can take on the world. You feel like whatever you want, you can just go after it. And you're doing so fearlessly, but you're also strategizing and making very calculated moves. So you're not just being impulsive, you're just willing to plan and then you're willing to take that action. I do feel again there is help though with this Three of Pentacles. There is some sort of whatever this is for you, there is some sort of group of people or organization or person that comes in and they help you overcome these challenges, or they help this situation turn in your favor, or they offer you a job, or they choose you for a promotion. But this feels like a, I was going to say it feels like a glow up season, which is obviously, that's obviously the title of the video, but this just feels like a glow up in every area of life. there's just this surge of happiness and joy, the surge of peace, the surge of being able to relax and be at ease, no longer feeling like you have to do it alone, or no longer trying to have to figure it all out. There's some sort of like-minded energy coming in that's going to help move this forward, because Pentacles is slower moving. But what's interesting is this, like, this Three of Pentacles comes in, this collaboration or this bank or whatever this is that you're, this inner entity is that you're working with, this energy, this organization. Once this comes in, it goes into the Ace of Wands, meaning that it takes off very quickly because of these energies, because of this offer, because of this alignment. It's this type of collaboration. It's almost as if it comes in and it sparks. Pentacles is slow, but because you now have help and there's more, what is it? Two heads is better than one type of dynamic. It helps things expedite and it helps you overcome what you're going through very quickly. For some of you, you could also be wanting to maybe start like some sort of charity or organization where you're giving back to other people, or you're going to have more than enough financially to do that if that's something you've always wanted to do or you've been working on. Whatever this is, you could be traveling more because you just want to explore more and you now have the finances to do so. But others of you, you may have to travel for work or for some sort of creative endeavor. An example would be you publish a book, right? With this Three of Pentacles, you get a publisher, and then the book takes off, and then you find yourself now having to travel for a book tour, right? If this is, acting or music, then, you put out a movie or you have a role or a song, and it just takes off unexpectedly. And then now you're traveling, to different sets because now you have more opportunities for acting, or you're traveling because now you're touring with your music. It's going to be different for each of you. But the Two of Wands also means that whatever this is allows you to just move forward. It allows you to move forward from whatever this conflict or this challenge has been. It allows you to now just seamlessly be able to quickly take action and just live. Again, I'm just getting the term thriving. Like, your next glow up season is thriving. Again, with the Devil energy and the Seven of Wands out here twice, it's not without its, obstacles. I just don't feel like these obstacles are going to be there for long. And it doesn't really feel like anything that's threatening here, because the Seven of Wands is when you overcome obstacles. It's when you beat out the competition. It's when you are able to stand your ground successfully. So I don't feel like this is something that's going to be in the way. For those of you where there is this energy of the devil, where this is bringing in people that are just toxic or want to stop your shine or benefit from your grace and what you're being blessed with, as I stated before, some of these energies you may have already walked away from, and maybe they decide to come back around. Maybe these were energies that were toxic in the past and you parted ways, and now they're seeing you're doing well and they want to come back around and, feed off of that. And again, you will maybe have to shut these people down again, or there's people that are not happy that you're thriving and they think that they're going to get in the way. This could even be something for some of you that you're putting out or that you're creating, or whatever this is. It could be a situation where people are trying to tear down your character, or they're trying to challenge, your art form or what you're saying or what you're doing, and they lose. It's like somebody in this that's coming up against you is losing twice. They're losing the battle and then they're losing the war, if that makes sense, right? It's like they're losing something that has to do with the finances, career, and stability. And then it's almost as if there's anger in a way that I'm kind of getting here. And the Devil energy, they come back around for like another goal to try to shut things down out of anger or spitefulness or just toxicity. And then they lose again. So again, you're protected. This feels like you're protected. There's somebody here that's helping you, that's guiding you, that is like-minded like you, that wants to work with you to build and create, and they may love what you're putting out, or they just may see you as the ideal candidate or the right person for the job, or the person that is deserving of being chosen or deserving of getting this inheritance, getting this material property, getting this loan, getting this contract, getting this win in court. Whatever it is, it's benefiting you, and you're going to be able to enjoy the finer things in life based off of this. This is, again, physical glow up. So the way you look may change. As attractive as you may already be, you're going to be even more attractive. The way that you dress, you may, again, may dress differently. You may be able to wear name brand clothes, or you just may be able to enhance and increase the amount of clothing you have. You may find yourself trying different hairstyles, different styles of dress. You may find yourself, wanting to dress in a way that's a little bit more seductive and sensual, because I'm getting a lot of seductive and sensual energy here. That's why I say there is this overwhelming sense of allure, magnetism, and sex appeal. Very enticing energy, not just from a physical perspective, but it's your energy. I feel like your energy is going to be maybe very intimidating at this time in your next glow up season, because you're going to be in a very comfortable place, a very thriving, accelerated place. So it's not surprising that you're going to have some people that are not, they want to try to cause issues, but they won't win. Based off of these cards, they have no way of winning. It almost feels like as soon as they start, it's shut down right away, because you have somebody or an organization in your corner, and they're making this as easy as they can for you because they see you as deserving, and because their energy is aligned with yours. Yeah. So for some of you, again, it may be fame. It may just be a prominent position of power and authority, because the Queen of Pentacles can usually be like a boss or a leader. It may be your own business is thriving, and your product or service or art form that you put out is deemed as the best. You may find yourself receiving awards, receiving critical acclaim, receiving a lot of positive response, a lot of support, a lot of love. And for those of you where you have addictions or bad habits, you're overcoming those in a way where you won't, it may feel easy for you. With that double energy and the seven of wands at the bottom, it may feel easy. If it's been like, it could be something as simple as procrastinating or negative thought patterns. Whatever it is for you, whatever relationships or energies around you that are toxic and unhealthy, if it's been hard for you to walk away from it or overcome it all this time, in your next glow up season, it's going to feel easy to overcome it. You may actually cut these ties or end these addictions or bad habits and not even realize you've done it, because you're going to probably be so busy and so happy, and experiencing life in such a beautiful and blissful way that it's not even going to be something that your heart desires anymore, because again, there is this energy of discipline coming in, and this energy of taking very good care of yourself, especially health wise, because your health is your wealth. And at this point, it feels like maybe your health improves in a way, or or you pay more close attention to your health, and that brings in the abundance, or the funds come in and you're able to take better care of yourself. Like if there's dental work you've needed to get done, you're now able to do it. If there is, something, some sort of a cosmetic, doesn't have to be anything serious or severe over the top, but something you wanted to do physically for yourself. It could be as simple as buying certain supplements that you've been wanting to try, certain vitamins that you've been wanting to try. Now you can afford to do that. Now you can afford to buy the kind of brand waters you want, the kind of brand foods you want, the juicers, just different things. There's nothing blocking you from having what you want in your next glow up season based on these cards. And I love that for you. So I'm going to leave it there. If it resonated on any level, please feel free to like and subscribe. You can let me know in the comments if you choose. And if interested, you can return to the channel. There will be other topics, videos, and readings there as well. But other than that, thank you. Welcome to your reading group 2 regarding your next glow up season and what you can expect. So I've already pre-shuffled and pulled the cards. You have 5 cards from one tarot deck, 3 clarifiers from another. I will quickly highlight the cards that have come through, and then we'll get into the reading. So the first card out is the Two of Swords, followed by the Devil, and then the Three of Swords, followed by the Strength card, and then the Ten of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck energy is Judgment. For your clarifying energy, you have the Ten of Pentacles again, followed by the Emperor, and then the Six of Cups. Bottom of the deck clarifying energy is the Star card. Doesn't matter if you're male or female, masculine or feminine energy, the messages should apply no matter what. So for this group, you are having a phenomenal new beginning. There's restoration with this Ten of Pentacles. Obviously, with your finances, you have the Ten of Pentacles twice within career, but also for this group within romance. There's something you're reclaiming your power from, or you've already reclaimed your power, and now you're having this beautiful transformation as a result. But I am going to say this really quickly before we move forward. During the shuffling process, there was a lot of heavy cards showing themselves and trying to come out in terms of the Tower, the Ten of Swords, the Moon card, the Eight of Cups. Obviously, we have the Two of Swords and the energy of the Devil and the Three of Swords out here as well. But there is something that you've been through. For some of you, this could be a divorce. For some of you, this could be maybe family or friends or a community. It could be careers. It could really have been every area of your life where you were finding yourself heartbroken, disappointed, or you were giving more than you were receiving. There was unhealthy attachments. Maybe you went through some addictions or some energies or connections that had addictions. Maybe there was lying, cheating, thievery, rumors, gossip, whatever that has been. If that's currently, then you're moving out of that in this next season based on these cards. If this is in your past, then your next glow up season is the new beginning where everything comes back around full circle for you. Because I did see the energy of the Wheel of Fortune, and justice is underneath this star card, meaning that there is karmic justice coming in for you if it hasn't already. Six of Cups is past. This is past, usually relationship, family, childhood, friends, groups, just anything from your past. And with the Star card, it's like you're going through some sort of final chapter of healing, or you are finally going into a phase where you are fully healed from this. You have come out on the other side. You have turned lemons into lemonade, and now you're reaping all of the rewards. Now, for a couple of you, um, if this is a romantic partner, for example, because for some of you, I'm going to be honest, some of you may already be married in this group. Some of you may already be in a committed connection. But for those of you who are divorced or you have walked away from a situation that was not the best romantically, then with this Emperor energy, there may be somebody coming back around, and maybe this situation, and that's just for a couple of you, there may be an opportunity to have a reconciliation and to restore what was lost in this situation. And this person is coming around more mature. Because King of Cups tried to show itself in both of the card pull processes for both tarot decks. And the Queen of Cups showed itself during the clarifying process. So this definitely feels like there's some sort of romantic energy, a lover's dynamic, something that was very intense, something that was very passionate. Maybe it was hard to walk away from, or it was hard to heal and move on from. And you may even still feel this person's energy for some of you. It is possible that either this person comes back around transformed, or you get an actual emperor. You get somebody who is actually in alignment with you, who has done the inner work, who is transformed. And this person comes in and they restore your hope and joy, the hope and joy that you lost from things of the past with this Six of Cups. This feels again like karma, good karma from what you've been through. And for this group, with this judgment, especially at the bottom, you have had to close maybe a lot of painful cycles. Like there has been like a lot of disappointments in life for this group. If you haven't been through all of this heavy energy, or maybe you're not going through it now, then maybe pick another group. Or this is just saying that maybe you've avoided going through these things and life is going to get better. But for this group, there is some heavy things you've had to overcome. And you could have done a lot of work on yourself already. You could have actually went through multiple physical and spiritual, mental and emotional glow ups already. But with the Ten of Pentacles out here twice, this Star card, this feels like the glow up of glow ups for you. Because Ten of Pentacles represents wealth and abundance. It represents a happy marriage, a legacy, an empire, being in your life purpose, being fulfilled in every area of life. This is the ultimate wish fulfillment. And you have it out here twice. It ends the original card pull, and it's the first card out in the clarifiers. So this does feel like, again, for some of you, maybe in your next glow up season, you're married. If you're already married and there's been some rockiness going on in the marriage, or you and your partner have been experiencing some things that have been topsy-turvy, then maybe they go through a significant transformation and things start to rebalance. This feels like a happily ever after. I'm going to be honest. For this group, your next glow up season is feeling like your end all be all type of energy. It's like everything that you've been through, you finally are reaping the overwhelming amount of rewards. And for a lot of you, you're either going to be the emperor for in this situation, this ruler, or you're going to be receiving your emperor, or your emperor is present and life is going to get great. Because with the star card, this is renewal, this is restoration. Everything you've lost, everything you've had to overcome, everything that you've had to face, the challenges, the obstacles, feeling like things are going to get worse before they get better. With this star card, it's past, it's over. Judgment, things that you've ended and walked away from, the dawn of a new era, things that no longer serve you, you've called judgment on it, you've put it behind you, and you're moving forward. And this card moves into the star card at the other bottom of the deck energy, renewal. So if you've been having this hopelessness, you're now going to be more optimistic. There could be another romantic partner or some sort of situation, as I mentioned before, that comes in. And with the star card, that's what reinvigorates your hope, your optimism. That's what makes you feel like you have something to look forward to. Life seems is starting to seem brighter. It's starting to seem there's more hope, there's more motivation, there's more inspiration. You could find yourself stepping into your purpose if you haven't already, or you could be finding something that you've been wanting to do, something that you know is a part of your legacy. It's on your path that you've been maybe slowly giving, a little energy to, or you've not been focused on it at all. In your next season, I feel like you are walking your purpose. You're basically creating or will have created the legacy you're meant to create. But I do feel like you're going to have a romantic partner by your side if you don't already. I feel like this is marriage, this is tradition, this is a lineage, this is, creating this empire and this legacy that is remembered, and you're remembered for it even after you have transitioned. This feels like karma from the past. So for some of you, if you come from a family dynamic where the lineage was toxic, it was negative, this kind of feels like a group where some of you could have been the black sheep. Like maybe you were the person in the family that called out all the bull, and you had to end a lot of the generational cycles and do a lot of the healing for generations before. That finally pays off, because it's interesting that this 10 of Pentacles ends the first card pull, but then you have this new renewal energy and it starts this whole new clarifying energy. That means that one legacy that was maybe toxic, negative, that was a part of your past has ended or will end, and then there's a new one, but this one is more bright and sunny. It's not something that makes you feel weighed down or overwhelmed or makes you feel guarded. It's like your nervous system can breathe. You finally have support. You finally have a community or a career, or rather a community and a career and a romantic partner and a beautiful home and this career that you love and more than enough money. It's just 10 of Pentacles is everything. Like, when you have a 10 of Pentacles, generally you need for nothing. You have spiritual abundance, as I mentioned, being in your purpose. You have financial abundance. You have a loving, loyal, and devoted partner, a loving and loyal, devoted community of people around you. You have arrived when you have hit this 10 of Pentacles energy. But it looks like you left one legacy that was not right, and you're creating or moving into one that is what you have always envisioned for yourself and what you have been doing a lot of inner work for. Because I feel like as you've been healing and transforming internally, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, you've been finding yourself healing towards this new beginning, towards this happily ever after. So your next glow up season is your happily ever after. That's what I'm seeing. That's what this is. For a few of you, maybe somebody from the past comes back around, transformed, more evolved, and you guys are able to reconcile. Others of you that are already in a connection, life and this relationship takes a transformation or a shift, and things start to improve. Otherwise, you're finding your Prince Charming or your Empress, depending on where you play a role, if you're the masculine or feminine in this. I love that for you. So I'm going to leave it there. If it resonated on any level that you're aware of, you can go ahead and like and subscribe and let me know in the comments if you choose. And if interested, you can return to the channel. There will be other topics, videos, and readings there as well. But other than that, thank you. Welcome to your reading group 3 regarding your next glow up season and what you may be able to expect. I've already pre-shuffled and pulled the cards. You have 5 cards from one tarot deck, 3 clarifiers from another. I will quickly highlight the cards that have come through and then we'll get into the reading. So the first card out is the Moon, followed by the Wheel of Fortune, and then the Hanged Man, followed by the Queen of Swords, and then the Ace of Swords. Bottom of the deck energy is the Tower. For your clarifiers, you have the Wheel of Fortune again, followed by the Moon again, and then the Knight of Wands. Bottom of the deck clarifying energy is the Six of Cups, Does not matter if you're male or female, masculine or feminine energy, the messages should apply no matter what. So for this group, you have the Wheel of Fortune twice. Your reading has been very interesting when it came to pre-shuffling and pulling. So Wheel of Fortune signifies a sudden, unexpected turn of good luck because it's up in the upright both times. This is like something sudden happens that transforms and it changes your life for the better. So this could be that for some of you, you unexpectedly meet your life romantic partner. For some of you, you get an unexpected job. For others of you, there's an epiphany moment or you make a move. Usually it's some sort of a good luck and shift that changes your life for the better, for good. It is often the unknown. It is also divine timing. So the next glow up season for this group is something that maybe you have been, I guess for each of you, obviously for each of you is going to be different, but it would be something that you have been needing. So for some of you, for example, you've been needing a sense of closure and healing and clarity as to how to move forward. Some of you may have, I wouldn't be surprised, have been having a fear of the unknown. Maybe life or situations have been throwing you a lot of curveballs. There's been some fear about stepping into the unknown, or maybe feeling like you can't trust this or you don't know how to move forward. But in the next glow up season for this group, you will have an overwhelming sense of clarity, especially with this energy of the Hanged Man, Queen of Swords, and Ace of Swords. There's a decision you're making, there's some sort of movement that's coming in, but I feel like it's movement that's coming after a time of stillness. And with this tower, after some sort of a very painful ending that may have happened recently, or a painful ending that happened in the past, but it has maybe had you stagnant for a while. Now, if I'm being honest, based on the cards that were showing themselves during the shuffling process, I wouldn't be surprised if for some of you this is a romantic situation. The reason I say that is because of the energy of the lovers that showed up, and then there was energy suggesting a romantic partner coming in with the Knight of Cups. But that came out previously before I pre-shuffled and pulled again with the Seven of Cups. So maybe there's a fear of stepping into a relationship, opening yourself up to friendship, to companionship. And in the next glow up season of your life, what you're experiencing is maybe for some of you a new romantic partner that you're actually going to open yourself up to. With the energy of the Hanged Man, it's like you're learning from whatever this tower was, the end of a relationship. For some of you, it could have been the end of a job. For others of you, it could have just been like maybe a dark night of the soul where you had to really heal and go within and transform a lot of aspects of yourself. You have maybe been moving with a lot of illusions, a lot of blocked intuition, a lot of not knowing how to move forward towards what you want, or not knowing what was coming towards you, having a fear of, things turning out in a bad way. Whatever that is for you, in the next season of your life, the glow up season of your life, you are going to be taking action. You're going to be making up your mind. You're going to be deciding, I want to start this business. I want to pursue this creative endeavor. I want to write this book. I want to open myself up to step into a new relationship. I want to maybe go out more. Obviously, still operating with strong boundaries. I feel like whatever this tower was, you have learned or been healing a lot from this. You've learned those lessons, or you will be, and what's going to happen is now you're ready to essentially just maybe even move, relocate. There's something here for each of you is going to be different. For this group, it's very mysterious. I'm not going to lie, especially with the moon out here twice. There is something very mysterious about what is coming. And it could just be because there are so many people that are going to be drawn to this group that it can't pinpoint every specific person's story. But with the Wheel of Fortune twice and the energy of the moon being next to both cards, they're both next to each other in both card pools. That lets me know that you're going from illusions, fear, doubt, sorrows about something that is, within you, about the future for yourself or what you've been through in the past, that clears. And then things start to suddenly shift serendipitously. I do feel, again, I'm going to repeat, especially with that Six of Cups out here and that Knight of Wands. For some of you, I do feel like this has to do with relationships, whether it's friendships, romance, or family dynamics. There has been some painful endings, some situations that have hurt you and maybe had you closed off, had you wanting to keep to yourself, having you with overwhelmingly strong boundaries, maybe being in a hermit mode, not trusting people, not trusting life, maybe to some degree, not even really trusting yourself to open up. And in the next glow up season of your life, you're stepping into your power with this Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords. You're basically calling judgment on the past, and you're going to keep those boundaries, but I feel like what's happening is you're going to be more fearless and bold, especially with that Knight of Wands when it comes to pursuing what your heart desires or when it comes to opening yourself up to what could be. Because Tower is at the bottom of the deck and the first card pull, Six of Cups, is the bottom of the deck clarifier. That's like something painful in the past that you had to heal from and recover from. But for this group, I feel for a lot of you, this took a while. Some of you could even still be closing out these cycles. Some of you could still be really stepping into this energy of trust. But with this Knight of Wands, whatever this unexpected event, occurrence, offer, or meeting is for each of you, when you step into this Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords, and Knight of Wands energy, there's movement. You're going to be bold. You're going to be confident. You're going to be fearless. You're going to be clear in what you want. You're going to be clear in asserting and tapping into your intuition about who to let in or what to pursue. There's just this energy of wanting to live life by your own terms with an energy of being unapologetic and without fear of what could happen. So for this group, yeah, you could have very much been closed off to the world. Very much. Like there may have been something or a host of events that has been so deeply wounding to you that it kept you in a stagnancy for a long period of time. And at certain points in your life, maybe even now, you felt like you would never move forward, like, the wheel of fortune would never turn in your favor. You would never open yourself up to love again. You would never trust yourself to start a business or a project. You would never trust yourself to um, mingle and socialize. This is very much giving the energy of coming out of your shell. But I do feel like with the wheel of fortune, there is something that's happening that is taking you out of your shell, right? There's something, there's someone you're meeting, there's an offer, there's a relocation, there is the launching of a business, there is some sort of epiphany with this Queen of Swords, Eight of Swords, and then you step into this Knight of Wands. There is something that is triggering this change, and it is divinely timed, so it's coming at a time when you're ready for it. And I do feel like that time is when you have fully healed and learned whatever lessons you need to learn, viewed what you've been through from a higher perspective, and you're ready to embrace whatever this good luck charm is, this good luck opportunity or meeting is. But you're coming into a happy season, a season of clarity, a season where things finally balance out. It's karmic justice. Yeah, they're breaking free from some sort of doubt or sorrow or deep, deep pain. Yeah, this one is pretty straightforward, but again, there's something very beautifully complex about this group. I feel like there's this one is not very specific about exactly what is happening or what is coming in for this group, which is like I said, is because it could be different for each of you. You would know better than me what this is, this tower moment, whatever this fear, sorrow is, whatever this is that you've been stagnant or healing over the last few years or however long. But there is definitely some positive energy coming in for you, some sort of unexpected windfall or some sort of unexpected opportunity, something that you don't see coming. And for a while, it could have been delayed with this the moon, Wheel of Fortune, and Hanged Man. It could have been delayed while you learned the lesson, while you stepped into your Queen of Swords, healed, evolved, learned how to set boundaries, had clarity about what you wanted, and now you're ready to become this Knight of Wands energy and actually pursue, actually open up. Some of you may want to date. Some of you are going to be maybe focusing a lot on your physical self with the Knight of Wands. Some of you may be exercising again. Some of you may be eating a little bit more healthy with the Queen of Swords, becoming more disciplined with yourselves. Others of you may be going out and socializing more. You may be joining book clubs or gyms, dance clubs. There's just this energy of kind of coming out of the shadows, really thriving in your energy, really being in your power, being seen, feeling good, still maintaining your boundaries, still tapping into your intuition, but opening up more to the world in a way that maybe you have not done in a long time. You're taking your power back. You're taking back your confidence, your boldness, your fearlessness. You're becoming more of a force. It's again, I always say this for this group, you're turning that pain into power and you're going to be transmuting that energy and the lessons you've learned as a way to move through life in the way that you probably have always wanted, or you're coming into clarity about the way that you want to move through life, the way that you want to live life. But I am seeing clarity and then action. Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords, Knight of Wands. I am seeing you stepping into the unknown. I am seeing you taking some risk or positive leaps of faith towards something or someone, or opening yourself up to possibilities. You may have a little help though with that Wheel of Fortune. There's some sort of something, some opportunity coming in that is maybe something you would not have opened yourself up to or taken a risk on in the past. But as divine timing is, it's coming in at a time where you have clarity, you're ready, you're healed, and you're going to be able to embrace whatever this is. And it is seemingly going to change your life in a huge way. This is a significant transformation in your life. The Wheel of Fortune is huge. This is not just like a good luck thing that comes in and then, it's like you enjoy it and it moves on. When the Wheel of Fortune comes in, when this unexpected shift takes place, it transforms you from the inside out. It transforms your life in a big way in one or more areas. But again, it's a general reading. So I can't pinpoint for each of you exactly what it is, but I will say again, for some of you, it is a romantic partner. It is opening yourself up to love again. For others of you with this Knight of Wands, it could be pursuing dreams and goals. It could be reclaiming your power and your youthful energy again. It could be more of this energy of gaining your confidence and your bold fearlessness back. No longer being afraid of being hurt, no longer being afraid of being deceived, no longer being afraid of repeating negative cycles from the past. Trusting yourself as the Queen of Swords and this Queen, this Knight of Wands energy to make the right decisions, to take the right actions, and to trust that it will unfold. And no matter what comes up in your path, you're ready and willing to plow through it, overcome it, and reach your goal. And I love that for you. So I'm going to go ahead and close it out there. If it resonated on any level, please feel free to like and subscribe. You can let me know in the comments if you choose. And if interested, you can return to the channel. There will be other topics, videos, and readings there as well. But other than that, thank you.